When a will fails to adequately provide for certain individuals, it's not just a personal disappointment, but it may also result in financial challenges, particularly if that individual was contributing to the care and living expenses of the deceased. It's a legal puzzle that can turn an already difficult time into a complex legal battle.
What happens when people that come to you, to your offices, and they are concerned about being left out of will? Is there actually a solution for that? Is there a way that the legal system can help them if they believe they should be included in someone's will?
There is definitely a solution for someone who's being left out of a will. It's called making a family provisions claim, and it's how the court system deals with the situation where someone's being left out of a will.
You mentioned family provisions claim. Can you explain what that is and how it can help people who feel like they've been left out of the will?
So when a person has been either left out of a will or whether they haven't been adequately provided for in a will, they can make what is called a family provisions claim to try to seek to equalize that position. And they do that on the grounds that they weren't provided for their maintenance, education, or further advancement in their life.
So you mentioned something about eligible persons. Can you explain who are these eligible persons? Are there specific relationships or circumstances that qualify someone to make a family provisions claim?
So to be an eligible person, you've obviously got to have some form of relationship or closeness with the deceased, right? And so they can include the surviving husband or wife, any previous partners or de facto partners, obviously children, and they can also expand to grandchildren or anyone else who has a close relationship with the deceased or were dependent on the deceased. Dependency can take various forms, but financial dependency is the main area, and you can be financial dependent if the deceased was looking after you, was providing for your welfare, was providing a roof over your head, was paying for your tuition fees, paying for your school fees.
I guess, so in your opinion, how successful are these family provision cases? What kind of factors would the court consider when they're deciding to award a family provision?
As you can appreciate, family provisions cases take all forms of all shapes and sizes. The court will have to look through a lot of facts to work out what is a genuine claim and what is not a genuine claim. And so things like, for example, the size of your estate is important, the level of relationship or the closeness between the claimant and the deceased, the level of dependency, and also the financial situation of the claimant now. So for example, if the financial situation of the claimant is that they don't have any money, they're on welfare and they haven't established themselves, then the court will probably be more favorable for that claimant versus a claimant who is very well established, has multiple properties and is doing well.
Are there any deadlines that someone who's thinking of filing a family provision claim that they have to be aware of?
There is a very important deadline, which is you have to make a family provisions claim within 12 months of the deceased passing away.
How important is a well-drafted, up-to-date will and estate plan and avoiding that?
I'd like to start by saying that you can never stop someone from challenging your will. You can't stop that, you can't prevent that. But what you can do is try to manage that process and manage potential challenges to your will. And a few ways. For example, one way is to have a well-drafted will which sets out clearly your intentions so there's no doubt. Another way is to actually say in your will why you've left somebody out. For example, you've left that person out because they're estranged from you or that you've already adequately provided for them during your lifetime. Now, there are other ways that a lawyer can help you structure your affairs as well. For example, using different mechanisms such as family trust to protect certain assets, or to even transfer certain assets to your intended beneficiary before you pass away. That's another way you can protect your assets from challenges. A well-drafted will isn't just a legal document, but it's actually reflecting your wishes, and so that can pave its way for less disputes and more harmony within the remaining family members.